There was once this young college student, and he had a plan to go and become an engineer one day. And during that path, he went through the first year and everything went fine. He got through it, was his gen eds, and he was doing pretty dang great. Then came the second year. Things got a little bit tougher. The classes got a little bit harder, but he said, I'm going to go show everybody that I can do it. Then, between the second year and the third year, he had to move to another college. While moving to this other college, it seemed at his hometown that he had everything. He had great friends, he had a great community. Money was not as much as an issue. But when he moved over that summer, something happened. A family member he looked up to, one who inspired him to go and pursue that goal, passed away in a freak accident. His world seemed to close, and his great real estate of land slowly became less. As he moved, he became distant to his family. Finances were harder. He had lots of bills to pay and rising tuition. The land seemed to get smaller. The darkness seemed to grow. The classes got tougher and tougher. Again, the darkness seemed to grow and the land started to shrink. Next, he didn't have as many friends starting out somewhere new. Again, the land became smaller and the darkness grew larger and larger on the island. Now his once big estate became nothing more than an island of darkness, all but a flame. And all that flame was lighting was just a small area that he was on. And all this individual wanted to do was just wanted to run away, wanted to drop everything and just leave, because he thought, if I just leave, the light will come back again. Everything will get better. But somewhere deep down, he knew that even if he did that, it would still all be the same. Now, that individual is me. And maybe that's you. You feel like you're just stuck somewhere and all that you have is just a small little light, but it's becoming dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. You're just sitting there waiting for it to grow. But it seems like it'd be better just to go off somewhere and just disappear. Well, this is a lot of people. And it's called escapism. And I asked, why do we have this feeling of escapism? Well, escapism is a common thing. It's when your mind creates a fantasy of you just disappearing and running away. I feel like many people deal with this as I've dealt with it myself. And maybe you're dealing with it. So how do you fix this? How do you not even really fix it, but come through it? Because one thing I can attest to, through going through all those trials and being to where I am at now, I would not be the man I am today without that. And I grew so much in that time. I need to be there in that. And if I would have moved somewhere else, all I would have been doing is just postponing the inevitable growth that needed to happen in my life. So one of the first things that you can do, find good coping mechanisms. For me, it was finding new friends. With that too, it's finding new hobbies that I like to do, like maybe going out for a run or going to the gym. Next, understand what are causing you those issues, what are causing you those feelings. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's just being in an undesirable relationship. Maybe you guys are just arguing all the time. Maybe what are things that you can do to fix that, if that is the route to take. But one thing you cannot postpone, because all you're going to do is just going to be keep on kicking the can down the road, and you're just going to feel stuck in life. And maybe that's what it feels. You just feel stuck in life. Understand where you're at. For me, I felt stuck, and the best thing to do was to understand what were the habits that kept on leading me to be stuck. And those were the habits I figured out, I put down on a list, I drilled down on them, and then I started figuring out ways to solve. I hope this helps you. Feel like you need to escape? Look at these. Find good coping mechanisms, finding good hobbies, and understanding and diving deep into the things that you need to do. For me, it was finding new friends, not forgetting the old, but finding new ones, and stepping into my role of managing my finances better and to not making excuses. All right, I'll see y'all later.